We have always thought of design as being so much more than just the way something looks.
It's the way it feels.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The way something actually works on so many different levels.
We're looking actually now at a MacBook Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ultimately, of course, design defines so much of our experience.
Look at these earbuds. They're beautiful.
I think there is a profound and enduring beauty in simplicity, in clarity, in efficiency. True simplicity.
Oh, I thought that was...
It's like,
It's part of the
What the heck?
Use it torpedoing Jony Ive's soaring rhetoric. It's not fair.
It's about bringing order to complexity.
Order.
What?
The new slide to unlock, it's going up.
I
not
love it.
sideways.
Have they patented that?
Flattened icons, for sure.
What?
Controls sliding up from below. That way they don't look like Android.
Oh my gosh, it really does look different.
And it is applied across the entire
Holy
system.
crud.
Yeah, very big. The thin fonts are right.
Lots of fluorescent neon.
Very flat. No skeuomorphism. Well, there's a little bit there. There's some texture.
We've considered the tiniest details.
Genre.
Like refining the
And gotten
typography
rid of them.
Yes.
to much larger ones.
The headline is
like
1
redesigning
pixel
all the
shorter.
icons. And developing a grid system allowed us to achieve
grid
a
system.
much more harmonious relationship between individual elements. We've also incorporated a whole new palette of colors.
I don't know
I hate those
if
colors.
I like this.
Distinct functional layers.
Ruber said
I like
people
the
would
design, but I hate
be
the
unhappy when they
hierarchy
saw it.
and
There
order.
would be people like you, Sarah Lane. Who would not be happy.
I can't tell if it's just so different that I'm upset or
And
if
the
I
use
really
of
hate it.
translucent approaches to animation and
I like the
motion
cleaner
creates a
design and
sense
the lack of the
depth and
skeuomorphism.
vitality.
I like the flatness of it. I don't like the color palette, personally.
Well, of course, remember, they can't control the palettes used by developers, so this is only an
The
Apple
iPhone,
apps.
responding to your movements,
Oh, that's
drives
interesting.
the parallax to create
Wow.
That is very interesting. You give the screen a 3D look.
Yeah,
The background moves at a different rate than the foreground.
that's interesting.
In many ways,
That's a whiz-bang.
we've tried
Yeah.
to create an
That's a nice
interface
feature.
Look at the
that is
Safari
unobtrusive
controls.
and differential.
But they've really changed
Oh,
it.
there's the
Wow.
indicator
Wow.
for the
Design
cell phone
Oh.
connect is now
And doing
dots
so
instead of lines.
actually elevates your
Am I crazy? Is it hideous?
Even
No,
a
I think it's
simple
nice. You'll get used to
I'll
it.
get used to
of
it.
changing your wallpaper
Better.
It's modern.
has a very noticeable effect
Round
on the way your
buttons
iPhone
on your
looks
phone
and
dialer.
feels across the entire system.
That is the biggest change right there. And I think a very valuable change. Instead of having to go into settings,
While
you can
iOS
slide up the key
is
settings. That's something from
completely
Android.
They really needed to do this.
They needed to do
You know,
that.
they,
It works
they,
like
Keyboard
Google
looks
now,
the
you can-
same,
they need the
alas.
iPhone to feel
Still all
completely
uppercase on
different.
the keyboard, which I think is just strange.
It's
We
cleaner
wanted
though.
to take an experience
We're paused momentarily.
that people know very well and actually add to it to make it more useful, to make it more enjoyable. To create it,
And look at the
we brought
dots instead of,
together a broad range of expertise
No,
from
what are
design
those
to
dots? That's instead
engineering.
of a carrier.
With what we've been able to achieve together, we see iOS 7 as defining an important new direction, and in many ways,
Looking
the
so
beginning.
much more like Jelly Bean.
Actually, like jelly beans, like jelly bellies.
Jelly Bellies. And as some are pointing out in the chat room, WebOS influenced heavily.